Let's try it. It's good.
What's it taste like?
Berries and vanilla.
Okay. Like
That's what it
blueberries?
It's Louisiana heat right now, so mine's kind of melted, but it kind of tastes like a regular shake, but with a hint of berry. So the whole reason why I have a McDonald's shake, if you haven't heard about it, it's Grimace's birthday. Now, you might have to jog your memory a little bit. Grimace was first introduced in 1971 as the evil Grimace.
Yes.
Right? He was like a friend of Ronald McDonald.
Well, the thing was, they had Ronald McDonald's friends. It was all kind of like they even had like cartoons and stuff about it. But with every cartoon, you always have the bad guy, like Swiper, no swiping with Dora. Well, with McDonald's, they had the Hamburglar, which the guy would try to steal all your burgers. And to accompany him, I guess, was this evil Grimace, which would try to steal your shake. There's debates on what he actually is. The Hamburglar looks like somebody dressed up that would steal hamburgers. Grimace just looks like a jacked up Barney or something. I don't know.
A big purple blob. Yeah, I've seen different things. That he's, quote, a taste bud.
Yeah, but then they said really he can be whatever you want him to be. So, he's whatever. I mean,
so why is this relevant right now? Apparently it's Grimace's birthday, so McDonald's came out with the Grimace birthday shake. Why are we talking about this? Well, because it's going viral. It's trending everywhere. Everybody's talking about the Grimace shake. And I first saw it on TikTok. Courtney Cox made this really cute video of her taste testing the McDonald's shake and had a special effects where her dog got super big and scary. And then I started to see other popular brands and influencers talk about the shake.
Well, I mean, it's similar to what we had talked about before, like that nostalgic kind of, it's almost like a trending thing coming back because it was, when we talked about Mario Brothers, but even we talked, and we had this discussion a little bit earlier trying to figure out when did this trend actually start? Like, when is it popping around? And I know, like, Stranger Things was kind of like a big hit series when it came out, and it was all kind of based off the 80s and things like that. And they had a couple of other little sitcoms that I think that had, like, the 80s stuff that went on that, it was kind of fun. But why do you think McDonald's went to this trend? And, obviously it's working well for them. How do you, what do you think their thought process was while they were doing it?
As it relates to marketing, they definitely got people talking about it, which was the whole goal. Nowadays, you have to do something different to stand out, not only on social media, but to get customers through your drive-thru or into your store to buy it, because with everything so easily available to just order it, this was a great way to get customers in the door to buy this. Kind of like the spicy chicken sandwich war. People were lining up to go get this. Like, the McDonald's was packed just now when I went on a lunch break. I don't know the last time I walked into a McDonald's. So it was really interesting to see other kids in there, and I guarantee you they were probably ordering this shake because it's all over social media, TikTok, YouTube. But as it relates to marketing, I think it was genius, and I don't know if McDonald's paid the big creators to make these special effects videos, but it caught my attention. So, and then as I watched one, they kept popping up on my For You feed. So I think it was a great way to get people talking about your product.
What I really think, and what I think is really good about what they did, the strategy that they used, is that, a lot of times kids will look at these trends on TikTok and they'll tell their parents about it, or they'll be talking about it nonchalantly. And as a parent of a kid, I know, have no idea what they're talking about half the time. Like, what do you. But when they mention Grimace, it's like, you mean that purple guy? So now all of a sudden they're somewhat connecting, and it piques their curiosity, so they're probably more likely, because a lot of these kids that are very jonesing for the Grimace shake probably can't drive. So you're introducing something that happened 50 years ago. We're talking about 50 years ago to a whole new generation that now understands who Grimace is, and they can keep doing it. I mean, I think, obviously 50 years is a long time to wait for a trend to pop up.
But I kind of love it because it's tying together the generations.
Yes, 100%.
And speaking of that, there is something else that is currently trending in the media that is also doing the same exact thing. The new Barbie movie.
Yep. I saw progressive commercials for it. I mean, it almost becomes a little bit annoying, but you're even saying, like, there's all kinds of different apparel. Like, big brands are getting involved and having, like, a Barbie special type concept.
Yeah, so I looked up big brands that are collabing with Barbie, because the movie comes out on July 21st this year, which I will be going to see it because I was a big Barbie girl. I would only play with Barbies. So some brands you might know that are collabing with Barbie: Forever 21, Barefoot Dreams, Aldo, and then like Mike said, there was even a Progressive commercial with the Barbie Dream House. So yeah, these big brands are coming out with products that have the Barbie name on them and that Barbie pink and kind of that Y2K almost feel, the early 2000s. But why is it all relevant? Because the movie's coming out. So it's all promoting Barbie again. It's making Barbie cool again. Starting adulthood, Barbie reminds me of when I was a little girl, and I loved playing with Barbies. I loved Barbie pink. Gotta have it. I'm wearing my Barbie pink today to represent. So
brings you back to a happy time.
Why is it successful? People are now talking about the Barbie movie. It's only further promoting it. And as Mike mentioned, we had an episode about nostalgic marketing.
Yes.
In relation to the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I think Barbie is going to be really successful because you got Margot Robbie, who is a current really famous actress. She does a great job. So I think it's going to be a hit.
Well, I think that's it too. They, in both of these examples that we're talking about with Barbie and with McDonald's, they bought in 100%. Like, it wasn't like a half-ass campaign. Like, this Barbie movie isn't with unknown people. Like, they went in to get some of the big names to make sure that it was going to be relevant, and they've done a ton of marketing and probably all of this affiliate stuff that we're talking about that both McDonald's and Barbie are doing. It's going to cost them a pretty penny, but it's being wildly successful. And as I think it grows, it's going to increase the value of both the brand name and anything associated with it. So I think it's a huge win.
It's kind of like when Hello Kitty made its return a few years ago. I don't know if you remember that, but like my little sister was wearing Hello Kitty stuff that I wore when I was little. So I'm like, Hello Kitty made a return. I just love how it's tying together all of the generation. And again, it's using that nostalgic marketing. It's making you feel something that either you want to feel again, or it's reminding you of positive, lighthearted childhood memories. So yeah, I think it works for sure. And as you mentioned with the Stranger Things, even that song that was apparently popular in the 80s, my mom didn't know it, though.
I didn't know it either.
Yeah. So, but it made it even more famous than what it was back in its day.
Yes.
So, we'll see. I'd love to see the returns on how much Barbie sales, even just like the actual Barbies that you could still buy at Walmart and Target and stuff, how much those go up after the movie.
Or, like even like how we're talking about the those people that are collectors. Like, what do those Barbies go for now that are, maybe they're not politically correct or whatever, that might be worth a lot more now today.